These are lucky stats.
Welcome to segment 9. I'm Chris Perkins, your DM.
It's Ranrock's turn.
The hammer hasn't come down yet?
It's coming down right after you go. So.
Now, I know what you're thinking.
Well, I'm not
We
even
have
gonna
been in
stand.
this fucking room for the past 6 segments.
-2 if you're
But I've got
Please,
a plus.
tell me there's an end in sight.
So I'm thinking, should I...
You're just feeling good down there.
But will I be able to stand and attack?
Like
Yes.
your moxie.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Standing
okay,
is
I'll
a move
stand.
action, so-
Okay, yep. I will stand.
You are on the drum. This could end badly.
Let's make this work.
Oh.
22?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
and then
damage.
1d10
Will
plus
he
5.
succeed?
Let's do this.
Will he fail?
Oh, I thought it was 6.
He gets to add a modifier
he gets
to
to
it.
add a
Oh,
modifier.
okay.
6.
Okay, you hurt it, but you don't destroy it. He's
Ah,
going to
the
play
action
the
point.
action point card.
When you roll to like attack something, a natural 20 automatically hits.
All right.
All right, we have an action point in play
Everything
here.
hangs on this die roll. What
Zeb's
is
been
the
hanging
save?
on to this for a while
Am I
now.
taking this hammer in between the eyes? Oh, 11? Give me my medicine. I've earned
Dramatic
it.
All right.
pause.
Well, he's still got to hit you, so this is against
Nope.
your armor class as the big
Isn't
stone
that the
hammer
only
comes
movement
down.
he can make?
Yep.
You're perfectly lined up.
Yeah, I'm completely lined up.
like this. You're like.
He's so happy.
right.
He's like, this never happens.
He rolled a natural 1.
So,
you
I'll
bring
talk a
your
little bit
shield
about
over
the
your head.
Encounters program,
Nice.
which sort of inspired this adventure.
Just sort of deflects
The
off.
fundamental nature is that you go to your hobby store
and we are
and
back to Steel
you
Diamond.
go there regularly, and every time you go, you play a single encounter, and on subsequent visits, you play encounters that sort of follow in kind of a story.
You're out
So
of
it's
the
sort of an
ice,
adventure
so
that
this is
unfolds
actually a
over
difficult
multiple
terrain, so
weeks
it costs 2 squares to enter, but that's not a big deal. You have the movement.
I'm just gonna go in there.
in
You
one
see what looks like
encounter
a dwarven
intervals.
corpse hanging in the webs like a puppet.
And a typical
It's
encounters
looks like it
season
might have been a dwarven
might
bard
be
at one point.
10 encounters, or it might be 12, or it might be 20, depending on
You see
what
that
it is.
His armor is all rusty and corroded, but that's really the least of your
All right, now
worries.
Steel Diamond has been tempted to peer into the spider room and sees.
You see a hulking
What does he see?
monstrosity that looks just like that.
Behold.
Dan.
The Beholder.
It's this big floating orb with all of these eye stalks. And
You can see the fear in Doug's eyes.
hovering there. Its central eye, though, is
He's like, hello, you got my attention now.
and its fangs are all sort of yellow discolored, and its black tongue is kind of hanging out of its mouth.
It's not in good health.
Can I roll to see if I know it's a dead beholder?
Absolutely, that would be a dungeoneering check.
I use the Death Tyrant D&D mini because it looks like a dead beholder,
It's a giant floating
and I deliberately withheld some information.
flesh.
Yes, the beholder is floating, but that's because it's held aloft by webs. I wanted to keep some of the mystery. Is it alive? Is it dead? They'd have to go further into the cave to find that out for sure. Which is kind of a bastard thing to do, but that's part of the DM's job, is to create a sense of mystery, to get the characters and the players intrigued by what they see, enough that they're willing to put themselves in unnecessary peril.
I'm going back.
Can I go one more square?
Yep, anywhere you want.
Diagonally towards me.
Got it.
And then I'm good. Those must be good spiders. Take out a beholder.
But Steel Diamond's not going to bite.
Then it is Kainuk Sim's turn.
All right.
Come around and just
Zeb,
roast it.
I'm taking down.
Dude, I need you now.
First of all, I gotta stand.
That's a move action.
So I didn't spend much time thinking of a sad beholder backstory about how this beholder came to meet its ultimate demise. The beholder was placed in the dungeon to guard it. That much I knew. At some point it died. I knew that.
Someone's gonna take this guy down.
I never took the time to figure out what his tale of woe was. Not everything in the dungeon needed to be explained, or needs to be explained.
Javelin will, if it hits, it'll do
Maybe it starved to death, or maybe it was just a picky eater.
And my other option.
Maybe it contracted some foul dungeon contagion.
Your other option is
Maybe it died of old age.
You have to sacrifice
Maybe it was killed by Hallister, the mad archmage of Undermountain.
Aim your javelin at the handle of the hammer.
Maybe it died of boredom.
Can you aim your javelin or just?
That's kinda what
Hopefully,
you're doing when you're throwing it.
you're not
trying
dying of boredom.
to hit it at the point where it'll do the most damage.
If you live in a dungeon for centuries, something's bound to get you.
All right, first roll a d20 to see if you hit,
I'm sure my home players will be shocked and horrified to learn that not only did I not create a detailed backstory for the Beholder,
You get to roll damage. D6
but I don't know the names of all of its siblings.
Well done.
But truthfully, I just wanted an excuse to drop a Beholder mini on the board. It always freaks out players no matter what their level.
Drops its hammer and is deactivated.
All right, Kevin enjoys a rare moment of success.
And you've got an arcane ballista, which you didn't destroy. Very nicely done.
We didn't even damage that thing, did we?
I don't think so.
No, you didn't do it.
One attacked it.
Lost it. Once we set it free.
Guys, wasn't it
I'm sending it
right there
up.
by that door?
Okay, shall we break here for food?
Sure.
Yeah, quick break.
Hooray!
When we last left off.
Perfect.
I had just opened the doors.
Yes. And you
Whoa, that is the fastest lunch break in the history of gaming.
had taken over the arcane ballista. Oh,
Now, truth be told, we didn't actually leave the table. If you stop the film at exactly the right moment, you'll see that each of us inhales an entire pizza in 1
you
nanosecond.
guys are
It's
out
awesome.
of combat right now. The encounter has ended. which
Tom taught me how to
means
do that.
In order to get back some of your missing hit points, you can spend what are called healing surges. On your character sheet, located about
Here I explain healing surges in as simple a terms as I can muster for the first
One
time.
says surge value, and one
I didn't
says
bother
surge
explaining at this point that there are some things that characters can do during an encounter to spend healing surges. Really, I just wanted to touch on the idea that once an encounter is finished,
you have to do it
you can
outside.
go to your healing surge pool and spend as much of that as possible to get yourself back up for the next encounter.
That number of hit points.
This is a sort of an unsung hero of 4th edition as well, this healing surge concept, because one of the problems of earlier editions was that a character who would run out of spells or juice, after the first encounter would basically have to persuade the rest of his party members, hey dudes, we have to stop here because I have no juice left. And so
More juice to put yourself back up to the top.
suddenly
11 of these babies.
And you didn't take a lot of damage.
adventures became defined by, the wizard running out of spells and then crying because he has to go rest. 4th edition with healing surges, and
You don't have to roll.
that sort of helps
You just
offset
spend them. So
the problem and allows characters to continue to press on
every time you spend a healing surge, you get 6 hit points.
up to a point when they have no more healing surges to spend. That becomes the player's instant signal that it truly, really is time
That place we thought
to withdraw and take an
spiders,
extended
there's also
rest.
some giant floating scary heads and some
The need for an extended rest never actually came up in this adventure. These guys pretty much just plowed all the way in.
It wasn't even responding.
Mind you, they're only actually past the first room,
And there's the
so
Shields of an Orc Slayer.
That's the one you're looking for.
I'm willing to bet that where the spiders are is not.
hopefully the next one will go a little faster.
There was also
No.
okay.
That's because it seems all rubbly. And
Doug makes the astute conclusion that the shield of the Orc Slayer isn't with the spiders.
In there to clean house
I think the map was a bit of a giveaway here.
what can the machine do? Remote control and just go, or
And now they're discussing what can the arcane ballista do for us?
But that's it.
How can we offload some of the
send it down.
pain?
I mean, I definitely don't think we should split the party.
let us know when you're done. I'll be right here.
Can we use it to get rid of some of the dangers of this dungeon?